For an update, and Brian, we were just talking about, Ian here. Storms, named hurricanes have a bit of a troubled history.
Yeah, especially since 2000. I cracked open the record books early this morning to see how many named storms we've had retired. And in order to get a storm name retired, it has to be fairly significant. We're talking Category 3 or better, making landfall or causing significant destruction. And since 2000, 6 named storms have been retired from our hurricane list that rotate every 6 years. Some of the notable ones: 2003, Isabel made landfall in North Carolina and Virginia. We can't forget about Ike in 2008, causing widespread flooding in Texas, and Irma in 2017, the entire state of Florida. And then last year, Ida, we had to retire off the list, made landfall in Louisiana and caused quite a bit of destruction and flooding rainfall along the northern Gulf Coast. Too early to tell if we're going to have to add Ian to that list, but nevertheless, we are looking at a strong hurricane forecast as we go through the next 2 to 3 days. As of the 5 a.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center, winds at 50 miles an hour, gusting to 65, moving to the west-northwest at about 12 miles an hour. We are forecasting rapid intensification to begin today. Ian becoming a Category 1 hurricane by early tomorrow morning with 80-mile-an-hour winds before making landfall in western Cuba late Tuesday into early Wednesday as a major Category 3 hurricane with winds of 120 miles an hour, and only getting stronger into a Category 4 hurricane by Wednesday morning with winds of 140 miles an hour before we are looking at some signs of weakening thanks to some wind shear and making landfall over the Big Bend of Florida by early Friday morning as a Category 1 hurricane with winds around 90 miles an hour. We are looking at some differences in the models on this one, so if you have friends, family, relatives in Florida, you're going to keep a very close eye on this storm as we go through the rest of the weekend and into the majority of next week.